Welcome to another startup and complete car documentation. What we have today is a 2017 Fiat 500e.
This 500e is painted in Bianco Perla.
Chrome door handles. On the key you have the buttons for lock, unlock, tailgate release, power mirror controls. It also has power locks and power windows.
The interior is finished in the steam color scheme with black and orange accents throughout. The seats are finished in leatherette.
Manually adjustable seats. And now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and power it on.
The original Fiat 500, introduced in 1957, was a diminutive, plucky Italian city car with a rear-engine layout. It's no doubt incredibly iconic. For 2007, though, Fiat would revive the 500 with a modern spin. The 2007 generation of the Fiat 500, which would make its debut in the US market for 2011, utilized a modern front-engine, front-wheel drive platform. And while it was much larger in size than the original, its overall styling inside and out was heavily inspired by the old 500, using tons of styling cues and design elements from the 500 of old, giving the car a fun retro throwback feel, and making it less boring than your run-of-the-mill modern economy car. Fiat offered it as both the hardtop 500 and the 500c, which has a retractable roof. The modern 500 also got in on some high-performance action, with the 500 Abarth hot hatch. Other models inspired by the 500 would later make their way into Fiat's lineup as well, including the 5-door 500L and the 500X 5-door crossover. So the year was 2013 when Fiat introduced a variant of the 500 known as the 500e, which of course is what we're looking at here. This 500 is way different from the standard one, because it, of course, is all electric, running on 100% electricity with an electric motor in place of an internal combustion engine. It would end up being sold until 2019. However, the 2013 to 2019 500e was only sold in the US and only in the states of California and Oregon, making these a pretty uncommon find. It is worth noting that recently, Fiat has given the 500 its first 100% redesign since 2007, and this all-new 500 uses a completely new platform and will only be offered as an EV. Therefore, it's a dedicated from-the-ground-up EV, as opposed to the 13 and 19 500e like this one, which is an EV version of a pre-existing internal combustion engine vehicle. This all-new 500e is set to arrive in North America in 2024. But back to the car in this video. The 2017 model year 500e came in pretty much one well-equipped trim level, but you could also opt for a sport appearance package which changed things up a bit cosmetically. The sole powertrain combo for the 500e is a permanent magnet electric motor with 111 horsepower, paired to a single-speed direct drive transmission and front-wheel drive.
So the instrument cluster is all digital, and then with these buttons you can toggle between the menus. You also have panel dim, but there's menu, and then you have various settings and reconfigurable stuff. It has a 3-spoke design, leather-wrapped multifunctional steering wheel. Very unique white and red leather. Not something you see on too many cars. I've always loved that about these Fiats. Very unique color schemes. But as for controls, on the front of the spokes, you have your voice control, like voice commands, and you also have your Bluetooth controls. Then on this side, you have your cruise control. Then on the back of the spokes, you've got your audio controls, so seat track and volume. Steering wheel is tilt only. Climate vent for the driver. Right here is your exterior lighting stock. And then on this side is your wiper stock. Going down the center of the interior, you have your central climate vents, and right here is your whole touchscreen infotainment system, your hazard switch, rear defrost, stability control. Here you will find a set of single-zone automatic climate controls. You also have single-stage heated front seats. Nice and warm, they work great. And right here you have your power window controls, interesting place for them. And right here is your gear shifter. Storage net. Then below that you'll find a 12-volt power outlet along with an aux port and a USB port. 2 cup holders. The parking brake is hand operated. 2 more cup holders for rear passengers. And both front seats come with armrests. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors. Auto-dimming rear view, overhead lighting, grab handle for the front passenger. And here is a quick look at the infotainment system. So we're on the radio screen right now. Got AM, FM, along with Sirius XM. Radio screen, this is what this button does. Takes you here. Media for anything you might have hooked up. Navigation. There's the navigation map. Phone for pairing a phone, obviously. And then there's a more button. Brings you to a couple little extras. You got trip computers. Digital clock, compass, charging schedule. Then you push this settings button. Anyhow, let's now roll down the driver's window and take a look under the hood. Both front windows are automatic down.
.500es without the Sport package ride on this set of 15-inch 5-spoke alloy rims with black accenting. The 500e is propelled by a permanent magnet synchronous drive electric motor paired up with a 24 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack. Horsepower is rated at 111, while torque is rated at an instant 147 pound-feet. Channeling that power to the front wheels is a single-speed direct drive transmission. On a full charge, the 500e has 84 miles of range, with miles per gallon equivalent, or MPGe estimates, being 121 in the city and 103 on the highway. It has a McPherson strut front suspension and a torsion beam rear setup. It also has four-wheel disc brakes with regen. The 500e weighs in at about 3,000 pounds.
When you turn it off, it gives you some stats. There are mat pockets on the backs of the front seats, coat hooks, and space back here, as someone who's about 6'1", is very cramped, not very comfortable. That's what pretty much you expect from little Fiat 500s, also Mini Coopers, these kind of cars. Rear wiper.
The 500e offers 7 cubic feet of cargo space, which can be expanded by folding down the rear seats. The 500e does have a bit less cargo space than the regular 500 because of the placement of the battery.
Our charging equipment. And the charge port is on the passenger side. Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2017 Fiat 500e. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.